If you are submitting genome scale data to dbGaP, this video is for you. We are introducing new software called GaPTools, which is a standalone validation tool that you can use to check your data before submitting to dbGaP. The dbGaP submission portal uses the same preliminary validation checks as GaPTools. This means that you can test your submission during data preparation. Using GaPTools gives you immediate feedback, and the ability to correct errors prior to submission reduces the time needed for dbGaP staff to process, then release the data. To get started using GaPTools, head over to our GitHub repository, github.com/ncbi/GaPTools. The README there describes step-by-step how to set up the software. I will highlight a few of those steps later, but first let's go to the GaPTools document and look at the types of checks that GaPTools performs. You see basic format checks, subject and sample ID checks, which are in the subject consent and subject sample mapping files, and you also have genotype checks, which look at genotype fingerprinting data to identify any discrepancies in gender or relationships where a subject or sample ID might be assigned to the wrong study participant. Let's see how easy it is to set up and run GaPTools. I'm back in the README document, and let's first look at the section Prerequisites. GaPTools is distributed as a Docker image on Docker Hub. We provide installation links for Docker and for Docker Compose. Follow the remainder of the steps under Prerequisites, including setup and execution. We provide an execution script, and for testing purposes, a sample 1,000 genome study, plus 2 artificially created studies with intentional errors to illustrate error reporting. These are also located in the Input Files directory. Let's go back to the GaPTools Markdown document to see how you can check on the status of your run. Down in the section Check Processing Status, we provide a URL for displaying an Airflow web page showing the status. The Airflow display includes a legend for the status of each task in the workflow. And the GaPTools Markdown provides definitions for each task. Let's take a quick look at the output files. I'll go into the output_files directory, then to our sample, the 1,000 genome study, and let's take a look under client_emails/studies. This validation_result file is where any errors or warnings will be reported. Let's look at that file. Here we see that there are 0 files with errors and 3 files with warnings, which you can read about farther down the file. See the client_messages directory for reports on every task. In future updates to GaPTools, we will add more phenotype files validation. To summarize, if you submit to dbGaP, you can share this tool with anyone in your or a partner organization to run checks during data preparation prior to submission. This tool can also be used by any genomic repository that runs sample IDs, sex, relationships, and other checks. We would love to have your feedback and questions, so please write to dbGaP-help@ncbi.nlm.nih.gov.